Hey, welcome to Fantasy Breakouts. I'm Pat. That's Eric. Tonight we're gonna go through a couple things. First off, we're gonna do some Thursday night recap. Kyler versus Russ. Now, as far as that game, Mr. Eric, what are your takeaways from that game? How do you think? I know it should have been. We expect a lot more high scoring effort, especially with Seattle's defense before. But we talked about this a couple weeks ago. They got a couple new pieces, and now look what happened.
Right. Yeah, definitely the under hit on that game. I think they're up in the 50s for the over under for that game. But yeah, I liked just there's definitely some takeaways, even though maybe didn't stand out. But I was just thinking, like, DK Metcalf, is he a first rounder next year? And if you're not taking him, are you taking Adams ahead of him? Are you taking Tyreek Hill ahead of him?
I'm definitely taking Adams.
Taking Adams? You love Adams. He'll be 28. He's getting up there, man. 28, 29.
He's a receiver. He's a fair Rob receiver. Go ahead.
But anyway, yeah, so we'll talk about that another day. But yeah, Chase Edmonds, I thought he looked really good, obviously. I think him, like you said, Drake and him pretty close in scoring. But is he going to be like a career Tevin? Is he going to be a Tevin Coleman, Devontae Freeman situation? If these guys stick together for a couple more years, it could be frustrating by the time Chase Edmonds gets free, then maybe his body starts failing him like how Tevin Coleman has. So, but otherwise, Chris Carson, man, if you saw how Hyde was running it, wait till you see Chris Carson back. I'm happy for people that are going to be getting him back. It's been a tough position running back this year, so you can just see that if you watch this game, you're excited to get Chris Carson back. Otherwise, another injury. Greg Olsen hurt his foot. He's got bad feet. Feet keep failing him. So Hollister is really interesting. Yeah, hopefully this is not too serious. We'll have to see. We don't have a lot of updates right now. But Pat, what do you got? What do you got for Thursday night?
Like I kicked it off with as far as that defense, man. I told people. Now, as far as Edmonds and Drake, we know how that goes. I'm an Edmonds guy, but they're gonna do. I see this going out like this. Just both of them having equal production. I would say they're both flexes. I mean, it depends on how much you're hurting at running back. Obviously, you might be your running back one might be my flex. Just how it is. But now DK and Lockett, they both. What's up, Izzy? DK and Tyler Lockett. It was even production, which I don't think we're going to have the rest of the year. It's going to be more lenient here and there. Everybody's going to have their night. Russ just has to beat everybody. But other than that, man, I mean, that's pretty much – I thought it'd be a lot more higher scoring game. Kyler struggled a little bit, but that defense is a little different now. But Kyler still got 20. So if you're a Kyler owner like myself, you can't really be too mad after he's done everything up to this point. So it is what it is.
For sure.
Yeah, that's about it for me.
All right, cool. Okay, so let's go over some upgrades for this upcoming weekend. Maybe this is your first time watching the playback or live, but we love us some Josh Allen. We love us some Herbert, man. We love those guys, those big guys that run around doing stuff. But yeah, I liked how for Herbert, I really liked how the Jets showed some life last week and kept that Patriots game really close. So if they can do that, then this blowout that could turn into a Kalen Ballage, run 4 yards and whatever. It might not be that. It could be our shootout. It could be a high scoring game. It could be in the 30s, hopefully 40s. So I'm really excited about him. So I think he's a top 5 quarterback, Herbert, this week with a lot of quarterbacks on bye. And in DFS, I like him a lot. But Pat, what do you think? Do you have a quarterback other than him, or what do you think about him?
No, I like Herbert, but I do this week. I like Lamar Jackson. If you notice, like, he only had like 40 rushing yards up until last week, and he's had that since the last 2 weeks. So I think he's trending in the right direction as far as using his feet, going back to the ground and using his feet. In Tennessee, we all know how there's some holes in that defense. Okay, so I definitely like Lamar this week. Let's move on to running backs.
Yeah, let me ask you. Do you think the running was because it was like raining and baseball games and soccer games would have been canceled in that weather. You know what I mean? Was it because of that though?
No. I get what you're saying, but at the same time, the Ravens know that they got to adapt. Lamar is getting frustrated. The offensive coordinator is getting frustrated, whatnot. I'm using it as a sign.
Okay,
and I just think, especially with like I said, Tennessee's got holes on defense, so I'm excited for that. Now, what about running backs? You got any upgrades at running back, Eric?
Yeah, I would. Right now, I'm looking at, what did we end last week? Super excited about Swift, but now he's got this concussion in the middle of the week, and turn back the hands of time. Adrian Peterson is super relevant, maybe even a RB1 this week against Carolina, our favorite freaking team to start running backs against.
Linger.
He's back, man. I don't know. I like if he's available or if he's sitting on your bench and you have a receiver that maybe doesn't have quite the good matchup, which there are a ton this week. Mm-hmm. Adrian Peterson I think he should find his way under your lineup. And then if they get down to Carolina, Kerryon Johnson could be good. But you got to upgrade those guys. But those are the ones that stood out. Those are two running backs. There you go. But what do you think?
I like Ahmed from the Dolphins. He looks just like Gas in a very similar role, and obviously Flores has an idea of what he wants, and he's going to do that. Another one, Balaj. Some people call it the revenge game. I just think that he's going to get opportunity.
You should, right?
You see, Lynn just said that he is our starting running back, so he has confidence in him and whatnot. So I definitely think that they're going to ride Balaj, and that's going to be a good play this week. I mean, everybody gets the Jets. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you have somebody, you throw them against the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what about wide receivers, Eric?
So are the people that we probably feel the sorriest for when we get these questions, those Dallas Cowboys receiver owners? Think they're going to have their day against the Vikings. Yeah. Vikings, they're gonna sell out. They're gonna be the pass funnel. They're gonna stop your run. You're gonna throw it. Amari Cooper's gonna run all over and teach these rookies on my team some lessons. So yeah, if you have any of the Cowboys receivers, Lamb, Cooper, I feel good about those two. They should be losing too, I think. Otherwise, yeah. Mike Williams, yeah, we're talking about the Jets again. But Mike Williams, I think he could probably score as many points as Keenan Allen this week. So there you go.
I agree.
We're just agreeing. We're just shake my hand. Good job.
Oh,
what do you have?
I also have Marquise Brown. You know what's crazy? Marquise Brown has been terrible this year, right? I think he's gonna have a good game
this week. Okay.
This is it. I haven't really vouched for him too much, but I think he breaks out this week. So now, you have any tight ends, Eric?
Yeah, I was just looking at Marquise Brown. Yeah, 7 targets last week, 5 the week before. He gets Tennessee. So that's more of a gut thing, maybe, for you.
Oh, it's definitely a gut thing, for sure. There's no maybe with that, but my gut is telling me he's gonna have like 4 catches and 1 40-yard touchdown.
1 bomb.
There you have it.
All right. That's a Pat guarantee. P-Jacks. Stephen A. Patrick J.
Patrick J.
Guarantee. Okay, tight ends. So if Devontae Adams misses this game, Bob Tonyan's back in the mix. I'd roll him out there. I definitely followed the wave, picked him up, and then he just does terrible. But with no Devontae Adams, roll him out there. I think he's probably available in your league. Watch for Devontae Saturday, Sunday. Otherwise, Pat, tight end's pretty tough. What do you think?
I think Hayden Hurst. I think I could see that being a shootout. Now we don't know the stats of Ridley. They might be a little more cautious. Let's be honest, they probably don't have much to play for. We know they just know what they're going to get out of him. But I think if he doesn't play, Hayden Hurst, New Orleans gives up a lot to tight ends, and it's got obviously a lot of attention to the machine over there. Mr. Julio, but I think Hayden Hurst will have a solid game. I'd say about for a tight end. Let's keep it, I'd say about 13 points and a half PPR.
Okay. Man, the whole Ravens offense, you're loving them. All right.
Well, ex-Ravens, but.
Oh, yeah, true. All right. Let's see. Okay, we're going downgrades. Okay, so with the downgrades this week, I don't like Burrow against Washington, but I do like him better than I like Jameis. I want to see him have a good game. Man, is this man rusty? How many snaps is he getting? Does Michael Thomas even practice? I don't.
He's fully now. They say he's full.
I know, but
how they're connecting,
Question. It's like two ships in the night, or it's like two magnets when you're trying to push them together.
They might not be on the same page.
I think that's like, he makes me nervous. I rather do like Burrow, who's barely getting. He's been dropped in 12-team leagues, and I'd rather roll him out. If you really need a big game, though, if you think you're gonna get killed, you're gonna have a tough week. Maybe go with Jameis. Yeah. So he's the high risk, high reward guy, I think.
He'll throw 3 picks. He'll throw 3 picks, but he can have 4 touchdowns. Like he does not care. He's gonna throw it. Okay.
All right, but yeah, that's my quarterback. What about you?
Downgrade as far as the quarterback position. Right now, Tannehill hasn't really looked good in the past weeks as it is, so not looking forward to seeing that. Especially, and then you got the Ravens defense. You do better. I'd rather, like you said, risk it for biscuit with Jameis. You know he's going to try. And Atlanta's defense is not. But, there's pros and cons how you look at it.
Right.
Now, as far as receiver, I'm downgrading Robbie Anderson. He hasn't really been. Remember at the beginning of the season, about a month ago, we were talking about, Robbie Anderson, number 1, yada, yada, yada. What happened?
Right.
So,
I'm just the chemistry. Something happened, yeah. Okay. Yeah, and then I guess I already talked about Devontae Adams a little bit. You see how nervous I am about him. Xavier Rhodes, we were talking about him after our last video. So, but otherwise, the Bucks and the Rams, everybody.
Yeah, I'm staying away from that.
Everybody, man.
Got something to prove.
What do you feel comfortable starting? Those are some some stud secondary. How many Pro Bowlers are going to be from those secondaries? Bucks, Rams. But that'll be, if you like punts, that'll be your game, I think. But
definitely. If you got what's the kicker for Tom Brady?
Oh, Suckup.
Yeah, Paul.
Suckup.
He's gonna.
I bet
he'll probably have a good.
He's got to be top 3.
He's gonna eat this week. But both those defenses have something to prove. I mean, the Rams have been a little better, but their offenses. And Jared Goff, you see him last week against Seattle, like miserable. Dude, he would never. If he got paid that much, how much is Burrow gonna get paid? That's my question.
Right. Oh man. Yeah, these young guys are getting paid. Ryan Suckup available 50% of Yahoo leagues. He had 17.
Somebody's gonna pick that guy up.
We just had a kicker question earlier, just now. Zane Gonzalez or Chris Boswell. But yeah, Zane Gonzalez just played. So.
Well, that's out of there.
Yeah. But yeah, 17 points for Ryan Suckup. You got to mention games like that. But otherwise, I think we talked about tight ends a little bit. So we can, let's see. What do you want to? Do you want to go into questions or our matchup, or what do you think?
Another couple of running backs I downgrade.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
James Conner and Melvin Gordon. I mean, do I have to defend that? Like Pittsburgh doesn't even run the ball.
Right. Yeah, they're going to be throwing to all the 3 relevant receivers. Yeah.
So.
Oh, okay. And then. Yeah, I was asked this by one of our guys that follows us really closely about Rojo, if he'd trade him, and I told him, I was like, okay, am I kind of victory lapping, yes. But I was like, man, Rojo, he's gonna have a great game this week, and then trade him now, because I think a lot of people have later trade deadlines than us. But yeah, Rojo, he's at the Rams. Heck no, don't start him, man. Don't mess with it. I don't think.
Never.
But yeah. So Pat, did you have any other positions, tight end or anything? For downgrades?
Not really. Nah.
Okay.
I mean, especially tight end is so thin, like 12 people are downgrades. But anyways,
let's do a couple. Let's do a couple of questions quick, and then we will go to what was our next thing?
Our matchup.
Yeah, let's go into our matchup after we do a couple questions. All right. So, okay, we kind of talked about your Zane Gonzalez, but then let's talk about.
Go all the way up to.
He said Zane Gonzalez next week. We'll get to Fabian because he asked first. So he says Zane Gonzalez next week versus New England. Wouldn't you? I guess I don't. Is it in New England? Let's make sure. I don't know. I'm weird about weather. Like with kickers, I'm super intense.
Honestly, what are you in a predicament? Like you have to drop somebody?
He says he has. Yeah, he says he has Boswell and him. So, yeah, it's in New England. It's going to be November 29th in New England. So, if you were to keep one, or if you need to make a roster, make space.
Where does Steelers play next week? Where do they play?
Don't you have this memorized, Pat?
Oh, that I do not, bud.
Pittsburgh is at home against Baltimore. So they both could. Who knows what that Northeast weather could be? But okay, so basically with kickers, who's going to move the ball more? Who likes being Tom Brady-ish around the red zone? Who's going to take care of it? It's usually what works. So,
or I mean, you go after them, or obviously indoor kickers, preferably. High scoring offenses with bad defenses.
Man, I think either one. I think if
they're kind of even.
Yeah, I think either one. Flip a coin, man. But okay,
I personally, if you're gonna do that, you're not losing much if you drop them.
Yeah.
If you're able to pick up somebody else, you're not really losing too much as a kicker.
I got Boswell. If you want to ride with me, I got Boswell. Right. All right. So let's go. Shooter Q. Would you trade James Robinson for Joe Mixon and Gio Bernard? For Joe Mixon. So you're just going Cincinnati running backs.
Okay.
So you just inherit them all. I don't know. Is that helping your team, you think, Pat? Or what do you think? Because I remember we looked at Jacksonville, and they had kind of a tough road the rest of the way.
No, he does. They do. But let's look at this from both perspectives. One, I have James Robinson, so I'm in that type of predicament. But
personal experience.
I'm not trading Mr. 815. He got me here. And even let's look back at week 7, I think it was. They're like, oh, God, the Chargers, the best run defense ever. He put up like 30 on them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're going to feed him. I think he has a safe floor, solid floor. With Gio, and obviously that's a risk. And at the same time, you got to think,
man,
we're coming. Yeah, that's.
Hang on to him.
But at the same time, if you're going to trade them, so you also got to keep in mind that this is the final stretch, man, for the playoffs. So now you're not only you're taking 2 spots. That other spot could be a potential Jalen Reagor or something like that.
You're about to see, yeah, exactly. You're going to see my roster, and I got them both. And what is my feeling towards them right now? I kind of hate it.
Yes and no. It depends on your roster, though. At the same time, but at the same time, if you need a running back, I'm just gonna stick with James Robinson. He's solid. You know what you're gonna get. You don't have to think about it. It is what it is, you know.
Yeah. Okay. There's a bunch of questions coming in. Okay. Let's go. Cherry McLaurin for Miles Sanders. What's your team look like? That's my initial thing I want to know.
I do like Miles Sanders, but Terry McLaurin has the easiest wide receiver schedule for the playoffs. Like here on out, like easiest schedule for wide receivers.
Terry does.
So you better have, you better be deep. You better have T. Higgins, Deontay Johnson. Like you better be deep at that position because you're giving up a lot. I don't even care if Scary Terry struggles this week. It doesn't matter. Like.
Okay. So you're hanging with Scary Terry, eh?
Oh, for sure. You got to think, man. Miles Sanders came back from a hamstring. I don't like hamstrings. Those things just linger, man.
They do.
So always keep that in mind.
Last year was like the year of the hamstrings. This year's the freaking middle foot sprains.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, would you trade Mike Davis for AJ Brown all day?
Oh yeah.
All day.
Mike Davis is a rental that he could be there for 3 weeks, but he's a rental. AJ Brown, you put him in your lineup, you look the other way.
Yeah, unless you're dying to win this week. If your season's over, if you lose this week, I don't know. It's tough though. Let's say that's the case. I don't know, Lee. I kind of want to know. But yeah, I would just do it. I would do it. Yeah, 95% of the time.
If you're in survival mode, you're in survival mode.
Yeah. Okay. He says he's afraid that CMC might get shut down. So.
What's your other running backs look like though?
Right.
Do you have CMC?
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's do one more and then we'll get back to it. But then I'll come back and we got Benjamin. Get back to Benjamin too. Yeah. Kickers don't really matter. I've been asking my league to get rid of kickers for a little while. It is something to watch though. I mean,
hey,
it's like that sport that you don't give anything about. Like you just want to golf or watch golf and fall asleep. It's kind of like that to me. Or like I love golf, but just as an example.
There's about 5 kickers that I'm dying to have. The rest of them, like, they could have 16 this week. They could have 4 the next week. Mm-hmm. So, unfortunately, they could make or break a win but that's why I said that the Boswell, I'm not going to stress about them. They sound the same to me.
Yeah, Zane and Boswell. Yep. Okay. We'll be back in there in a little bit. So let's go. Let's look at my matchup, and this is going to be, I think, person that wants Geo and Mixon. If that was you today, I wonder how happy you'd be about that. Because look at what's going on. So okay, so Pat and I, we're in what position? Okay, I'm in third. You're in second. So let me share this quick.
And usually when we are playing each other in a week, we really don't talk. It's just like a superstitious type thing. It just is what it is.
Mostly hate you. Wait. Okay, so I think I got it in the best format. Let me go back to the comments. Does that look good? If anyone can see that, I just want to make sure somebody can see that.
I think they can see it. I can see it.
Okay.
It's a little. Can you zoom in at all?
Yeah.
Zoom in once. I think.
Dude,
like 10% or whatever.
New computer.
He's trying to show off. He's got a new Mac. Humble brag.
Dude, I don't know. Because it's a little different. Hang on. I think I might have to stop and then do it again. All right. Sorry. Okay, let me go back over.
So me and Erik, we're in a little predicament. We had a little fab going on the other day.
Oh, I just figured it out.
You got it?
Yeah, I should show that. Sorry, hopefully this is useful. So, but yeah, it was kind of interesting so I told in the video, I was like, I want my Dolphins. I want my Dolphins. I was rubbing my hands together. And if you look, Miami Dolphins, $10 winning offer. That's me spending my hard-earned fab. Pat with the $5 lower offer. It's just it's how it is sometimes, man.
But it is what it is. Now I just have to play on a week to week.
I have $30 left, but hey,
I have 45.
But yeah, okay. Here,
go ahead.
All right, so okay, no Josh Allen. He's my boy. I got AJ Brown on the bench still. This is our 10-team league, so I guess if my team looks like I need a tight end, then that's what's going on. But yeah, so this week, no Josh Allen. Picked up Big Ben. I think he's going to be. Look at last week. Look at the last 2 weeks. All right, I feel more confident right now. But I got to get a kicker, and I don't know what to do with Marvin Jones. If Kenny Golladay plays this week, I think I'm definitely dropping Marvin Jones, who I just spent $8 on. I got to get a kicker though, and I love T Higgins. I want to give Dobbins a little bit more time. I got too much depth. And then I got the Geo and I got the Mixon situation. So here you go.
Take up that kicker spot.
Yeah, if we didn't have a kicker, boom. But okay, what do you? So I don't know. I feel pretty good about it, but I probably need Ridley. But Pat, what do you think about the matchup? How you feel?
Man, it can go a lot of ways. We both have a lot of great matchups. You got Big Ben. I think it's really gonna come down. It might come down to tight end at the end of the day, to be honest with you. Like, I got James Robinson. Like I said, I'm not going away from James Robinson. He's there. End of story. Kamara missed practice today, but he said it's fine. He did that last week. Even if he misses, I have Latavius Murray. Always get that cuff. Not worried about that. Now, if Galladay, now I'm in a pickle with my receivers. Now, obviously, Galladay, it was some Knicks reports today, man. He was on the Lions website. They said did not practice, but there was reporters saying that he practiced. So it was weird. I don't think anybody ever had a final confirmation on that. So I need Galladay. I need my man's back. Now,
man, so you don't even have any tough freaking decisions, and then look at me. Well, no, I don't know. Jonathan Taylor, but yeah, Jonathan Taylor's been really,
he's not high
really
with me. The only one I would have to go down is to I'm thinking about Ahmed, obviously. Ahmed, sorry. But that's if need be, because I'm gonna play, like I said, I'm playing the Chargers, playing Mike Williams. I think DJ Shark has a great week this week. That's how I'm going with that. And Godwin, he's gonna be there. He's gonna get his. I know it's a terrible matchup, but he's Godwin. Now Rager is a tricky one because they're supposed to have crappy weather. Now that's the problem here. So I might have to make a sub for Rager and have to put Ahmed in there. I'm cool with that in the flex.
In the flex, okay. Okay, I don't know if this is petty to people or not, but I got to show what I'm doing in your league real quick. All right, if you think this is petty, let me know. Petty as in, yeah, I'm hoarding all the quarterbacks so no one else can have any good ones. So I got Herbert. I got Big Ben. He was in the COVID spot, so he's technically still in IR because I didn't pick anybody up over the weekend. I'm just
riding that wave.
You can't have them. And then I got Burrow. So I got these three. I think somebody's going to be starting PJ Walker this week in this league. Because it's thin, man.
What if PJ comes out and has a dub? Puts up a dub.
He probably will. Yeah, I loved him in the XFL, but Carson Wentz just got dropped. But yeah, look at this. Kirk Cousins, Derek
12-team league too. So
12-team league, yeah. So this is looking rough. But
it's only 15 quarterbacks.
Okay, PJ Walker is probably not in the mix. I was kind of hoping he would be, but anyway, I don't know if that's petty. Just grabbing three quarterbacks and letting people start Jameis Winston, risk it, but see how it works out. But okay, so let's go. I don't know, Pat. Do you have anything else? Otherwise, I mean, are we betting anything on this matchup?
Are you playing Gio this week? If Mixon is. I think he's going to be. That's a good question.
Okay, so if I go, if you think Mixon's out, would I put him in the flex? I'm definitely weather checking Baltimore, Washington. This is the process, man. Weather checking these games. I love Higgins. I think I probably go. I mean, you're asking me pretty early.
I know what you're gonna do.
I think I'm gonna go Higgins, man.
Ridley's gonna get ruled out.
Ridley's gonna be out. So you think I'm gonna have to put Higgins up into Ridley's spot or Deontay Johnson?
You're gonna play Woods against Bucks?
Dude, okay, so matchups are important, they're part of it, but look at this guy against the tough ones. He's actually not bad. He's actually not bad.
No. Wait, we're not talking about the past. We're talking about the present. We're talking about right now. Do you have confidence in Robert Z. Woods?
What, after last week? Yeah. I'm okay, and then the last thing, okay, I said weather, and then I'm gonna look at everybody's weather, especially receivers. Then we'll look at if anybody's hurt bad on Washington. I'm gonna look see if Chase Young is playing. Make sure if all the guys up there are playing.
No, Chad. AJ Green is not getting targets. Sorry.
T. Higgins is getting them all, man. That's why I own them everywhere. But okay, yeah. Go put me on the spot, man. You'll see. You'll just see. I don't even need to talk about this.
I'm asking you. Now, and another thing in my head.
I hope you start Jalen Reagor. I don't know. Is this mind games? I don't know.
No. Another thing I like to do is I like to spread it out. If he's gonna play Gio, I can't have Gio going off against me and hit his league, and I'm not gonna play on my league. I'll be honest.
You just let me in your head, man. You just let me in. I'm crawling.
No, you go ahead. And then, but I got backups.
And I got your Dolphins. So
you know what? I got something for you with that. And like I said, the Cleveland, and let's all keep in mind that the fad happened, right? I got Cleveland for free because I waited. Patience is a virtue.
They have been good, and they make things.
And they're playing Carson turnover Wentz. And I already got a whole.
You can start them next week too.
Hey! Quit telling the world my plans. Okay, listen.
All right.
Listen.
All right, we better get to these people's questions, Pat.
You got your Dolphins. I got my script. Let's roll.
Does anybody have any questions about this matchup, or is this a dead horse?
I think it's a dead horse, man.
I think it's a dead horse.
So go back to the question.
Okay, hang on.
Kickers don't really matter, LO. Mostly, unless you have official one like Butker, Lutz, Sanders, whatever his name is. He's solid, bro. I streamed him twice this year, and I
love
not
kickers.
regret it. No, I don't.
Kicker
I don't.
Specialist. You do. Tight end and kickers. All right. So okay, let's get to Benjamin, and actually Fabian was first. All right, Fabian, thank you. So okay, Jimmy Graham and a healthy Joe Mixon. Do you know the future? For Jonnu Smith and Todd Gurley.
I would not. If you have Jimmy and Joe Mixon, I'm going to keep them because, like Erik said, you're a fortune teller, and you said he's healthy. One. And on top of that, I'm taking Jimmy Graham's schedule over.
He's just being optimistic. I don't mind people being optimistic. I hope he gets healthy, just like Carson and everybody. But, man, it's like –
that's a trade for a trade. Todd Gurley is going to have some roles. He's actually been remarkably consistent. I thought he was going to be a bust, and this man is doing this nice little 13, 14. So you know what you're going to get. That's comforting, right? Mm-hmm. I think that if you're going to do that, you might as well just risk it, bro. I mean, it's
so what are you saying? What's the final answer? What do you think?
I'd rather roll with Jimmy and Joe Mixon right there.
Okay. Benjamin, I know we've seen your team. You're stacked, man. So okay. So he said earlier, trade McLaurin for Miles Sanders. And I almost remember this guy's team. And then he says he has Higgins and Deontay Johnson too.
That's crazy.
I'm trying to think. I think he has Eckler.
I said if you had Higgins and Deontay Johnson, you have them.
Yep.
But now we're
so you're saying yes. So Miles Sanders, except for that. Yep.
Who's his running back?
He has Eckler. Did he have Chubb? I don't know. Let us know, Benjamin. I can't remember. I almost do remember the rest of his team, but
you got Chubb. Swift is hurt right now. So if are you trading just based off you want to get I don't know how you lost yet. And you got Gibson. Honestly,
he's asking me about week 14 before.
With these people, with this lineup you have, now you're at the point where you're just picking and playing who you genuinely like, not like who you want to help you win. I like watching Nick Chubb. Pause. I like, whoever you enjoy watching, generally, maybe you're a Detroit Lions fan or a Cleveland Browns fan, something like that. Because you have so much talent, I don't think you can go right or wrong.
Right.
But I personally like Terry. Yeah, like I'm saying, he's a stack. So.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I personally love Terry too. He's one of my favorite players. But
I feel like you're throwing a humble brag at us.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I think he is. But yeah, we say accept. What do I do with Mixon? I'm 8-2, and I'm pretty much in the playoffs. Yes, you are. If you're doing 13 weeks, you're definitely in there. Even if you have 4 playoff teams, you got to be in there. Other running backs are Chubb, Swift, Gibson, Montgomery. Thoughts?
I mean, you're sitting right now. You can't really get too much. I mean, your trade deadline is up or not. I mean, what are you going to get for him? You got Chubb. You got Gibson. I mean, I would play Chubb and Swift when both of them are out there. If you had to pick 2, but you have Chubb and Gibson right now, you're fine.
Yeah, and Gibson gets the Bengals, but Swift's going to miss this week. That should be it. He'll get him back. And he's got Montgomery in his back pocket to roll out there if he gets going.
Even if Montgomery went down for the rest of the year and Swift went down for the rest of the year, with Chubb and Gibson, you'll be fine. Like, you have plenty of.
Yeah, and he could grab a cuff if that happened. Just grab.
If somebody's saying, you know what, I need a running back, I'm dying for running back, and they throw you a wide receiver 2 or something, I'd take it. To be honest with you.
Okay, so you might move. So you want to move one? You'd say move one, maybe.
I'd move if somebody is coming at you and they'll take it. Yeah.
Let us know what you get, Andrew. So Pat, I think we do a good job of analyzing trades, but like, let's say if he wanted to create a trade with Mixon right now, and then let's say, because I think that's something that we don't, or that a lot of places don't give advice on. So like, okay, you got Mixon, you're loaded at running backs like this guy. So like, maybe how would you start that? Who you like? What teams are you looking for to trade with? Just go. What do you think? Do you have anything off the top of your head right now? Let's say you have Mixon right now, and you're making the playoffs like this guy, like Andrew.
Well, right now you could sacrifice. That's how I'm looking. Look for that team that needs to get over that hump. They need the next few weeks. You could sacrifice the next few weeks. So if you have a guy on your team, it's like, he has a pretty good next 3 weeks, like the playoff or the next 3 week schedule. Trade him for somebody that has a better playoff schedule.
Okay.
You know, and you could sell them that dream right there. Look, man, I don't know what else to tell you. You're not in the driver's seat. You have to make moves to stay relevant. I'm enabling you to do that. Now, with that being said, don't trade the top 3 teams in the league and give them something like that. That defeats the purpose. We're all trying to win at the same time. I'm going to trade with the bottom half. You know, make it a little interesting. Maybe you see
a bubble team or something too. Yeah,
and you see maybe that team that you're negotiating with. You know, hey man, you're playing the person above me. I'm gonna go ahead and help him take out the competition.
Right. Oh, I saw today. Somebody said, "Yeah, my friend just sold Joe Mixon a PS5." So I was like, "How was he walking? Was he walking?"
He has a boot on right now.
He's. What if he's shutting it down, man? I don't know.
He has a boot. And we've talked about the midfoot. I don't have
24 years old. Those midfoot sprains. Yeah, I'm trying to see his the practice report right now. Yeah, did not participate at all in practice.
I don't even know he was there.
Not even limited. A lot of these weeks they just walk through.
And they call it limited because he walked around the.
But okay, Pat.
AJ Green's not going to start.
Chad Cummins.
And it's crazy because I feel like that guy took him for me, but you can have him. No, man. Unfortunately, AJ Green's an afterthought. T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd from now on, and that's pretty much it, man. There's nothing more to say about that. He'll get 3 targets. He'll only get 1 catch for 7.5 yards. Yeah.
Watch our AJ Green RIP video. You called it. I think we called it. But yeah, Pat, what do you think? Do you have anything else we want to discuss? Anybody else have any questions? It's like, I don't know. I think I'm going to beat you, though.
It's like, I don't know, but I think I will win.
Yeah, because what if we win, whoever wins is going to be, 1 game out or tied for first.
I think that's pretty much in the bag. I mean,
I got what's that behind me? Is that? Oh my God, this is harder than you think it would be. Right there. All right.
Okay. Heartbroken about Sammy Watkins. I actually had a full practice the other day. I think Sammy Watkins might actually show out.
He might.
I think he had a full practice the other day. Like, I really think he's going to. I was contemplating about picking him up, but he just, you don't know about the hamstring. But if he had a full practice, I have a little confidence. But obviously, the first game, he could have 8. He could have 40. Like, he obviously, they like him. They want to feed him. He just can't be there for them to do that.
Is this going to be like a week 1 for him because he hasn't played in a while and he's amazing in week 1s?
Every week 1, the man goes out and scores more points than he does the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Every year, bro. But, yeah, it is what it is. But as far as our matchup, Mr. Erik, it's going to be interesting because any given Sunday, man, we all know that some of this stuff, you got the best matchup in the world, and stuff does not go their way. Like, so for some reason, like, if we were to look back at last week, Jacksonville against the Packers, if somebody would have told me the Packers would have barely won that game, I would have told you you're just beyond me. Like, what are you on? So
yeah, they didn't. They had the Vikings game. They came back, killed the 49ers. And then they
thank
did
you,
this.
Chad.
Thanks, Chad. But yeah, Pat. So we're gonna be. I think we can get a lot of stuff drummed up right before the game starts Sunday. So we're gonna be doing this right before noon on Sunday, and just get because I think I'll have my answer on some things. I'll have my
the weather will be determined.
Barometer. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that looks like. I'll be ready. So we're gonna bring it 11 a.m. Central. That's Pat's. That's 10 a.m. for Pat, right? So that works. 11 a.m.
I'm an hour behind you right
Arizona. But yeah, so then we'll go over that. If you enjoyed anything, if we answer your question, please like and subscribe. And then we'll be coming out with our full rankings on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. You'll do that, right?
Yeah, we'll also have we're gonna work on that rest of the season position rank.
Oh yeah. So I think we're gonna do running backs first, and then we'll go through receiver and everything. Maybe just do it like this.
Should we do it? Yeah. Should we just say, all right? I think we're just gonna announce it. And we'll just do a live stream. Just go like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll have that all put together. So anyway, thank you so much for checking this out. If you're just catching us now and you asked a question like 20 minutes ago, just go back and you can kind of go through. I kept the base should show you when we answer questions, the bottom line here. But thank you so much for watching Fantasy Breakouts. I'm Erik. That's Pat. He's losing this week. Have a good weekend.
Deuces.